me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Y'all can see Shopify. All these are my Shopify. Now, some of the sales I clicked on it, so you really, that's a lot of sales. Like, some of my sales, I clicked on it, so it like disappears after I click on it. The reason why I'm showing you these sales is because I made a video 3 years ago. That video says that I'm gonna turn $300 into 6 figures, and then I flopped. All right, I disappeared. I vanished. After I made that video, I vanished. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I vanished. Now, I didn't vanish on purpose, right? It's just that things got so hard in my life. Things got really tough. I couldn't handle working and in business and in YouTube and in X, Y, and Z. I really couldn't. It was too much going on for me to really just focus on me building this business. And then eventually I got lazy. I kind of forgot about the idea that I had. I kind of neglected that idea. Maybe that idea was just there for a small moment. I mean, I started convincing myself that maybe I don't need to work on this idea that I had years ago. But in this year alone, I just thank God, y'all. I really thank God for really having me revisit this idea of starting a sea moss and juicing and wellness shots business. And by the way, the website is called SeaGlow Organics, y'all. Make sure y'all check it out. So that idea resurfaced back in my mind, and then I told myself that, wow, like I understand that things was really tough when I, first had this idea. I know that things really got really hard for me. But it doesn't mean that I have to give up. I told myself I don't need to give up. I got to keep going. I got to keep pushing. So I told myself, you know what, Duran? The biggest competition that you have right now is you right now. You need to get up. You need to stop being lazy. You need to start saying yes to you. You need to start saying yes to waking up early, waking up on time, and showing up. All right. I'm telling you, if you can just show up for the things that you really want to do, if you can show up for the people that you really love, if you can show up for your passion, I promise you it's going to pay off on the long run. I promise you, y'all. This is a life-proven method. Hard work pays off. Everybody knows that. So I told myself that it's time that I really prioritize it. Now, in doing so, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I put in a lot of hours. I mean, there's moments I was barely sleeping. I was sleeping for 3 hours, 4 hours, and nobody knows that I'm sleeping that late. Nobody knows that I'm going to bed at 3 a.m. in the morning and then waking up at 7 or 6:30, right? Because I was working on something that I have faith in. I was working on something very valuable to me. I was working on something important. Of course, as time went on, people started realizing that, oh my God, Duran, you're barely sleeping. You need to go to sleep. Duran, you need to get some rest. Duran. Everybody's like, Duran. I get it. People really care about me. They really want me to, to go to sleep, get some rest. And I respect that, right? Because my body, I'm not a robot. Sometimes I need that. But when you're locked in, when you're really on that focus, on that grind mode, it's really hard for you to think about sleep, right? You do need to sleep, all right? But it's very hard for you to really think about sleep because you are locked in. The only thing that you can think about is, what else can I do to be 1% better? What else can I do to move forward? Sleep is important because sleep can actually help refresh your mindset, refresh your memory. Maybe you can think a lot better, a lot clearer. But the only thing is, like, when you're in that grind mode, you're not thinking about sleep. You just want to grind. You want to grind until you see results. So luckily for me, that's what happened. I grinded every day. I would, like, after I get off work, I would come home. I would make my recipes, right? I would make my sea moss. I would test it out, taste different flavors, see what I like. And next, I will also make my juices, slow on my slow juicer, taste different flavors. What do I like? What's really working for my body? What's something that's really gonna go, viral? What's one thing that people are really gonna love? Like, I was working on these things, but these were late nights, y'all. I'm already working 12, 13, 14-hour shifts, right? When you run a restaurant, y'all, I promise you guys are gonna work long hours. You know that. You know that when you're in the restaurant industry, it's long hours. So I'm working 13, 14-hour shifts, y'all. And then I come home, I'm tired, I'm, totally out of it. But then I keep telling myself to run. It's not time to go to sleep right now. Maybe sometimes I would take cat naps, maybe 30-minute max. I would take a nap for 30 minutes, just for my brain to kind of refresh and maybe give me some more, energy to complete some of my tasks. That's what I would do. And then I would just go beast mode. I would create every product that I wanted to create. Anything I wanted to taste, I created it. I would take some of my products to work and have all my employees taste it. Some were like, oh my God, I like this one. Some were like, this is too bitter for me. But I wanted to see different people's reaction to see what really what items or what products people really love, and you know, something that I knew I don't have to worry about, because if 10 people out of 11 people like it, then I know a big majority of they're gonna like it eventually, right? So really guys, like, you gotta show up. You have to show up. There's no room for laziness when you really want to be the best version of yourself, y'all. Really no room for laziness. Hopefully as I'm doing this video, I can show you guys some b-rolls of the products that I made, or even if I'm making the products, I can show you guys some things that you guys know I'm putting in the work, y'all. I am putting in the work. Every day I'm working. Every day I am working. Every day I'm working, because I'm not where I need to be yet in life. I'm constantly working. I'm constantly working, and eventually one day it's gonna pay off, right? Of course, as you're working, you have to set goals for yourself. You just can't work and be going circles and circles and circles every day. Like, set a goal for yourself. If you make 3,000 this month, tell yourself next month I want to make 4. Next month I want to make 5. Next month I want to make 6. Until you make an amount that's very comfortable for you to really live a very comfortable lifestyle, right? But you gotta challenge yourself. Don't just settle for an amount, you know, just because you're making consistent sales. Oh my God, I'm making consistent sales. This is great. This is amazing. I'm gonna stop there. So therefore you plateau. We're not doing that, y'all. We're gonna keep getting better each and every day until we can start utilizing people to work for us. Like, that's the way that's the way I work. I work hard, right? And then every day I have a goal. Every month I have a goal, and I tell myself that this month, if I'm doing 3 bands or 4 bands or 5 bands, next month I'm gonna do better, because the more that I keep doing, the more I can leverage, right? I can start leveraging more people to maybe to make the products for me. They can start shipping things out for me. They can do more things for me that I don't have to physically do anymore, because I put in the work from the beginning, from the get-go. I put in the work. So that is the reason why it's very important for you guys, man. I'm telling y'all, it's very important for you. When you have a vision, stick to that vision and work hard until you accomplish your vision. And once you accomplish it, don't stop, don't settle, don't plateau. You can start leveraging other things to help you move forward, guys. That is the goal. That's what SeaGlow Organics, that's what we're doing. But the biggest thing about me really starting this SeaGlow Organics business, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, is because I also do have a nonprofit. It's called JLAG, right? I don't know if you guys can see. There's a frame back behind me right there. It say JLAG. JLAG stands for Jesus Love All Children, right? This is something that myself, my mom, my sister started a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, right? We started this, and we the whole purpose of this was to help kids that are in Africa, of course. We wanted to support them, you know, housing, education, teaching them about also, you know, God. We wanted to support them in doing so, and it requires some revenue, some type of revenue. But me being an entrepreneur, I wanted to create that source of revenue, at least to help me, or to help us, to help JLAG, you know, just have some things as far as food, shelter, different resources to help children that are in need in Africa, mainly Congo, because I am Congolese. I'm from Congo. My entire family is from Congo. So we wanted to start, you know, with Congo first, and then expand to different countries in Africa, and then expand worldwide by the grace of God. So that's really the reason why I wanted to start SeaGlow Organics, right? So it's not only because I believe in a brand, not only because I believe in what it can do for the body, but also to help generate some source of income, just for my nonprofit, to help support my nonprofit. That's something that I'm really grateful for. I love serving. That's something I enjoy doing. So that's something that nobody can really take away from me. But still, guys, lock in, y'all. This is 2026. You guys need to lock in right now. I'm gonna start showing you guys behind the scenes of SeaGlow Organics. I'm gonna start showing you guys when I'm packaging my orders, how I'm receiving my orders, what I do when I receive my orders, the materials that I have to fulfill my orders. Because I'm not gonna lie, yes, I am shipping out these sea moss gels, but listen, y'all, my first few orders, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, my first few orders were a hot mess, y'all. Oh my God, y'all. Yo, they were a hot mess. I'm talking about, I'm shipping out stuff. I'm excited. I'm happy people are gonna receive their packages. You know, I'm putting ice in there, you know, those dry ice to keep it cool. I'm excited. I'm like, you know, rubbing my hands like Birdman. Thinking that people are gonna receive things and they're gonna be excited, and boom, I get messages. Oh, my pack is spoiled. Oh, the jar glass is broke. Oh, and I'm like, yo, Being the business is not for the weak, y'all. But that's okay though. That's okay. Though, though my first few orders were very crappy, and I was taking my time, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, but I just didn't know better, right? I didn't know the material to use for me to ship things out. But now I know better. But I try to make sure that I ship all my items at least 1 to 2 days, right? I do UPS. I don't use USPS because those guys, man, I'm telling you, bro, those guys from USPS do not take care of their packages right. They toss everything and they take long. For what? Why is my package taking 5 days? And you promised me 3 days. Why? See, UPS is there in 2 days. Boom. Don't got to worry about anything. Everything is smooth with UPS. So I'm going to continue using UPS. If you guys are doing anything like sea moss gels or juices, anything that's perishable, UPS, I promise y'all, UPS, y'all, is the way to go. 2-day delivery. Trust me, they're going to get it on time. Just make sure that you're packaging it correctly so that way it can remain cool for your customers to consume. But I appreciate y'all again. I appreciate y'all listening to this. It's been a fun journey being in business for 1 month. Things are flowing, but they're only getting better. Like every day is a sale. Every day are sales. Sales are coming every day. Yes, I am running Facebook ads. Yes, I am posting every day on social media. Yes, because I'm taking it serious. So you should take it serious too, right? Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead and get y'all some products for me. SeaGlow Organics is the website, SeaGlowOrganics.com. Get y'all some sea moss, some juices, some wellness shots, whatever it is that you want for your wellness, for your well-being. Make sure that y'all say yes to a healthy life, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm out. Woo!